Hello, dear friends in Christ. I am here to share two storm dreams that I saw, which one completes the other. It's part one and part two, before and after, kind of like the one that I uploaded regarding my rapture dream, and that's before and after, and this is the same. So I am seeing this storm dream, part one, where the storm dream part two shows what's happening after the storm hits. These are not new dreams. I saw them back about 8-9 years ago. In the first one I saw in 2014, and the second one I saw in 2015. But the Lord asked me to come and share it with all of you and upload it now, because He told me the time of your storm dreams is now. So I said, okay, Lord, as you wish, I will do it. Otherwise, I have it, I know it, I saw it. It was about 8-9 years ago. And for me, I kind of knew, but He wanted me to share it. So here I am sharing. And this is how it goes. The first dream in 2014, I'm driving up the mountain, okay? I'm driving up the mountain because I'm going to my house, supposedly because I need to put my house in order and then pack my necessity stuff. You know, that's how my dream is. So I'm driving up the mountain and I reach at the top of the mountain, at the top of the hill, okay? And this mountain and the ocean are next to each other, okay? So when I reach the top of the hill and I come at the edge, very edge, I park there and I get out of the car because I'm gonna go to my home. I realize that the ocean level is rising. In the beginning, in my dream, I'm thinking maybe it seemed to me like that, but you know, but I kept looking intently in my dream and I realized like, no, I'm seeing it correctly. Actually, the ocean level is rising and I could see that it's rising. I'm not scared in my dream because I had the peace of Christ in my dream, but the people around me, where they also had homes at the top of the hill, they were scared and they were panicking because they were able to see that the ocean level is rising. For me, I was just anxious, like what's gonna happen, why it's rising. That's what it was for me. That's it. So at the same time, I am seeing that the ocean, out of the water, it's forming a wall, okay? So now there is this water wall that it's forming. It wasn't a wave. When I say wall, it means like it was forming a wall. And like, you know how the ocean does not have an end. It's like a never ending. And it was forming this wall of the water, rising, and it kept going high and high and high, and it was scary. So I sat there in my dream, I'm thinking, will I have time to actually go in, put my house into order and pack my stuff and leave? But I could hear the voice that says, don't worry, the storm is not gonna hit you. You have time to go pack your stuff. So I get encouraged because I hear that. Now I go in, I get out of the car, I go in, put my house in order, I pack my stuff, I get a duffel bag, put everything that I need in there, and come out as quickly as I can. I don't even waste time. I come out, I throw the duffel bag in the trunk, and I start driving, okay? The opposite way, where the water wall, kind of like a wave, but it was rising, it's, you know, it became so high and the ocean level was rising. I just tried to drive. But the interesting part about this is it kind of took a stand. Like it stopped to rise until I finished what I was doing and I came out. And even the water level, the wave that it was forming like a wall, even that stopped until I finished what I was doing and I come out. The thing is, when I started to drive, my car wasn't fast. But miraculously, by God's grace, I something happened that I was able to drive so fast for me to be able to get out of that region, you know, for me not to be caught up in the storm because it was gonna overtake. The water was gonna come down. The wave water that was rising so high and it was forming, it was gonna come down and hit the entire region. And in my dream, I felt like this was not something just about that region, about that state. It was global, basically. That's the understanding that I received in my dream. It was happening all over the place. But as I was driving, God gave me the grace, so I drove as far away that there was enough distance between me and that wavy water wall that rose. But anyway, this was my first dream because I woke up and, I'm thinking, okay, what is this dream? The thing is, I did receive a very little understanding, very little explanation, because the way the Lord works with me is if He gives me a dream, and it obviously all the dreams that we receive from the Lord does have an explanation for it and does have a meaning. If it's not for that specific time, I'm not going to understand it. So, until the time comes, then He will give me the exact understanding. He will open up my mind and I will understand and I will receive the explanation gracefully of what it means. But if it's not yet time, He will give me the explanation, but not really in detail, like I received in 2021. What does this dream mean? And I will share it with you because it actually has biblical passages from the Bible. It's the prophecies of Isaiah that it's going to fulfill. It's going to come to pass. And that's exactly why the Lord wanted me to come and share these dreams with you guys. Now, the second dream is actually the same scenario. I am seeing this exact same storm, okay? Because the ocean level is rising and this exact same wave that it formed like a big wall of water, it's rising and rising and rising, and it's coming. And it's coming so fast. It wasn't funny in my dream. So I'm actually at the beach area and there is this club type of, restaurant place where I go in, and it's supposedly it's at the beach. I go in and I see a lot of people there, like in their 40s, in their 30s, all kinds of ages, 20s, and they were all drinking and having fun and they're partying. And there was even this dance floor, they were dancing. It was just, but it was a very big place and it was right on the beach. So I go in and I'm trying to run from one person to the other because I'm warning them that there is a storm coming. And actually from the windows, it shows that big wavy wall of water that it's so huge. I could see. And I was trying to show them, like, look out the window, look, the storm is coming. But nobody was listening to me. No matter how much I tried to show them, how much I tried to tell them, how much I was trying to warn them, nobody wanted to give ear to me. Nobody wanted to listen to what I was saying because they were all busy partying, drinking, having fun, dancing. They were in their own world, as if I wasn't even there, as if I didn't even pass by or I wasn't even existing there. That's, like, yeah, I can't. You're there, yeah, I can see you, but I cannot see you, like that. Anyway, I'm just, I actually in my dream waited until last minute for that wave which formed a very big wall and the ocean level that was rising. It was so bad. I waited last minute because I was running from one person to the other trying to warn them. Me waiting last minute, I didn't even myself, I didn't have enough time for me to get out and to save myself. I knew I was late. I wasn't going to make it to my car, and I wasn't, even if I made it to my car, I know I wasn't going to be able to drive far enough before I go under the water because it was there. It was going to hit us, okay? So what I do is I In that beach club, I tried to find somewhere safe, like a safe haven, to get in there, stay there, close myself, protect myself. And I kept going from one closet to the other, trying to find somewhere that I could actually stay there, maybe to protect myself. So finally I find this little closet that I get in. It barely held me, you know, like when I was sitting like this, it barely held me. It was a very small closet. And when I shut the doors, I had a little bit of opening. So I was so scared waiting until the storm passes by, but I could see people. They realized that the wave, the wall was so high of that water that it was coming upon the club, and they were running around because they could not get away. They were trying to escape the disaster, the storm, but it was too late. It was too late because it already hit us. So I sat there. All I'm hearing within the closet is all this screaming and yelling, crying, and the earth was shaking. It was bad. The earth was shaking bad, okay, as if there was earthquake happening, although it was a storm that it occurred, but the earth was shaking as if it was at the same time as if it was an earthquake happening, like we were being shaken violently, beams were falling, things were getting destroyed, nothing stayed in its place. Everything got destroyed and misplaced. The place was full of windows, okay, glass windows. It didn't even break, it shattered. It shattered, and these little pieces actually came upon people. So it blinded them, it was all over people. It just blew on them, the pieces of glass. It was horrendous. So I was just inside this closet, just in my heart praying. At the same time, I'm praying, and I was asking the Lord to give me the spirit of power for me not to fear, and the spirit of prayer for me to be able to continue to pray until I passed this moment, because it was very bad. I knew it was going to be a disaster. And I waited there until things would calm down so I could get out of the closet. I was there for a little while. It took a little while. It took a while. I was there for a while. So then everything calms down. I don't hear the screaming, yelling, crying. I don't hear things breaking and getting destroyed, beams falling, things breaking. I don't hear it anymore. And also the shaking of the ground has stopped. So I knew it was kind of like safe for me to get out. I opened the closet door and I got out. And when I got out, the scene was horrible. It was horrendous. There were all kinds of people there, all ages, 40s, 50s, 60s, 30s, 20s. And the place was full of people. It was packed with people. But when I got out after the storm, there was ever barely people left in there. People disappeared under the water. They got drowned. A lot of people died. A lot of people did not make it. I would say in my dream, 80% of people died, 20% were alive only. And out of that 20%, I would say 15% were wounded, very bad, and 5% were wounded, but not bad, like not paralyzed, not blinded, not broken, and there was no paramedics because the roads were all blocked and closed, and it was underwater with debris, with beams and everything, electricity poles fell, and it just, paramedic, cars would not be able to drive, trucks would not be able to drive and come there because the roads were closed. So there was no paramedic. These people were left alone, okay? They were left with no help because nobody can come to help you anyway, because everybody was in the same situation, because it hit everywhere. It wasn't just this region, it hit everywhere. As I was giving the understanding that this was global, it was global. So, people were supposed to help themselves. I got out, even I, being in the closet, I even had some wounds on me. I had my leg was, wounded. I was bleeding. Me being in the closet, the storm did not, but I know for a fact that the water came over, and a lot of people were drowned. A lot of people were left under the water. I just got out, and I'm just trying to help as many people as I can, trying to go under the destructive beams and woods and trying to find people. But, I helped as many as I could, going and asking them if they're okay, helping them as much as I could. But I obviously, in my dream, I'm not a paramedic. There's only so much I can do to help them. But I tried to attend to their needs, as much as I could. The point is, I was there until last minute. I witnessed the storm pass by, and I was there even after the storm passed by, and I got out, and I still want to trying to help people to see if I would be able to make any difference. Anyway, and this is it. Then I woke up. The thing is, in 2021, the Lord wanted to give me an explanation that this dream is actually connected to biblical passages from Isaiah's prophecies. And he told me, this is Isaiah's prophecy that you will actually witness. And the first one he gave me actually from Isaiah 26 verses 20 to 21. And this is in 2021 he gave me. And he told me, when the storm comes to hit, okay, and you actually saw the storm rising, that means that you are gonna be warned. My children will be warned before I actually send my wrath, before my wrath comes upon the earth. So not just you, all my children, they're gonna be posting dreams, they're gonna be posting messages, all kinds of things, because I'm gonna send my warning before I hit. Kind of like Amos 3, chapter 3, verse 7 says, the Lord will not do anything without, revealing it to his prophets, his servants, the prophets. Kind of like that. Like he's gonna keep giving his children messages and warnings so they can put it out there. He's gonna let them know. So the first dream is about the fact that we know what's coming and we are prepared. That's why I was anxious, but I wasn't scared. The second dream, he told me from the Bible prophecy, when you actually went and you found that little closet that you hid in there, is from Isaiah 26 verse 20 to 21, which reads as follows: Come, my people, enter your rooms and close your doors behind you. Hide for a little while until indignation runs its course. That's exactly what I saw in my dream. For behold, the Lord is about to come out from his place to punish the inhabitants of the earth for their wrongdoing. And that's what happened. And the earth will reveal her bloodshed, and he will no longer cover her slain. When he gave me this, he said, just like you, I have many children out there, and every single one of them, I will keep them from my wrath. I will hide them, and they will be protected. Because he told me, I will come out to punish the wrongdoing of the inhabitants of the earth. But at the same time, he told me, also Isaiah 24 verses 19 to 23 will fulfill at the same time, while Isaiah 26, 20 to 21 fulfills. While we are hidden, while he puts us into our chambers and he hides us, he protects us from his wrath, he actually will fulfill this one. The earth is broken apart. The earth is split through. The earth is shaken violently. The earth trembles like a heavy drinker and sways like a hut, for its wrongdoing is heavy upon it, and it will fall, never to rise again. So it will happen on that day, that the Lord will punish the rebellious angels of heaven on high, and the kings of the earth on earth. They will be gathered together like prisoners in the dungeon and will be confined in prison. And after many days they will be punished. Then the moon will be ashamed and the sun be put to shame. For the Lord of armies will reign on Mount Zion and in Jerusalem, and his glory will be before his elders. Now the thing is, the wrath of God is stored for those kings and the leaders of the nations that they sold their people. Okay, they wronged their people. So this is globally, it's about many nations. But at the same time, those leaders, those kings, and those people who actually gave their legions to Satan and his demons, okay, which that's what it means, by the way. The Lord will punish the rebellious angels of high on high, which means he's gonna come and not just punish those people who actually hoard with Satan and the demons and the fallen entities. He will actually punish all of them from on high all the way down on earth. So this is going to be fulfilled very, very soon. This is why I'm here. I'm posting this video. I received from the Lord that this is not going to be years, like 5 years, 6 years, 7 years, or 9 years. This is actually a matter of months. Matter of months we're looking at ahead, okay? So very soon. So I would highly suggest that you guys pray and fast and do vigil prayers. Stay vigilant as well, and keep your right hearts right with God, and always repent on a daily basis, because the times that we're living in are very, very difficult to comprehend. Believe it or not, it's, you know, it's a tumultuous time. We're going through a lot of tribulations, but by God's grace we can make it and we can rise above. I will actually I will be uploading another video, and that's going to be the battles that I saw taking place in the heavenlies. And I also saw God intervening. He's actually coming to help us, coming to help his people. That's going to be another dream that I will upload. But until next time, may the Lord bless you and keep you. May the Lord make his face shine upon you. May the Lord turn his countenance towards you and grant you his peace. Please stay blessed and remain in peace of Christ.